Hello. If you are not getting the audio sound, then please use the headphones. It is not mandatory to use the headphones, but if you find a difficulty to get the sound, then you can use the headphones. So that was the important note. Now coming to the point, today's session is just like a demo session. In the upcoming sessions, I have explained everything in complete details, one by one, step by step. So let's open the Tableau. You just have to double click on the Tableau after the installation and wait for some moment. It will get open and you will get the interface see like this. So this is the interface for the Tableau, and these are the files for which the database, we can say Microsoft Excel text file, JSON file, Microsoft Access PDF files, many other databases like Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, and many more, Azure, like that. So right now I'm going to connect with the Microsoft Excel. So I will just click on Microsoft Excel and I will see this is the file which I am going to connect with that Tableau. I will double click here and wait for some moment. See, we have the interface like this. So connection is with this connection is with the Excel file, Microsoft Excel file, and the file name is join session is the file name for that Excel file. So we can say join session is the database for the Tableau, and this Excel file has 3 tables or 3 sheets. Okay, this Excel file has 3 sheets with the name 1, 2, 3. We can call them as a table because the data is in the form of table, and just drag and drop the sheet 1 into this canvas or the workspace. It's not a workspace, it's just for the source. We can just drag the tables here to connect with the particular table for the database. Okay, now we have the connection with the table 1. The table name, the name is 1, so we have the connection. And see, if I will go right and click here, then I can just visualize the table like this. So we have the product ID 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and we have the sale for that particular product ID. This is just a sample to understand you. Now I will just close this and I will see here at the bottom, and see this is the table details, we can see like that also. And we have this section is called data source. Okay, this is the data source, and this is the sheet 1. Okay, so I will click here. So this is the interface. Okay, I have explained everything about it. For now, just I want to tell you that this section is called measure, the sidebar, and this we call it as the measure, the dimension, and this one is called the measure. Actually this is the table, and it is actually the columns. Okay, and it is divided into 2 sections. One is dimension and measure. So here this is the column shelf and row shelf, and this area is called canvas. If I will drag and drop the product ID into the rows, okay, so we have the data like this, and just drop the sales into the mark shelf and take it as the text. Okay, so this is the point. Just drag and drop the first dimension in the rows or columns, and drag and drop the measure value. It can be profit, it can be sale, it can be discount, anything which can be measured. Okay, so you can drop here and you have the table view like this. Okay, and as if I want to add the more sheet, this plus sign is to add the new worksheet. Okay, you can add many sheet as you want. All right, so there are plus sign, 3 kind of tabs here. One is this kind of tab, one is this kind of tab, and one is this kind of tab. So see, this tab has kind of lines, vertical lines, kind of graph or bar like. So it means we have to add the sheet. Now we have this square, and we have 4 square inside a 1 square. So this is means we want to create the dashboard. So this is for the dashboard creation. If I will click here, so it will give us the dashboard 1, and here we will get the sheet 1 2 3. So this is the sheet 1, this sheet 2, sheet 3. So we will get all the sheets here. Okay, and we can just drag and drop the sheets here for which we want to make the visualization. Okay, so I will explain you when we will create the dashboard. This is just kind of a brief introduction. Similar way for the story, this one. Okay, like the book. Okay, like book. So if I will click here, so this is kind of a story. I will explain you in the in the upcoming sessions about it, because this is just a brief introduction. Story is kind of presentation. When we create the presentation, we create the presentation in PPT. Okay, you can create the presentation in PPT, or you can also create the presentation in the story format. So we can tell that yes, it depends upon the requirements or kind of PPT we are preparing for. So in that way we can say that the story is kind of PPT. We are explaining something from beginning to end. Okay, so that kind of, or even we can use the multiple sheets here. This our, for example, we have to create kind of design. We can create the story, how we are going to create the design in that way. So that's a separate thing. The main thing is to understand the Tableau, right? Then dashboard. These are not, these are, after that when you will get the proper understanding of the every the dimensions, measures, or everything related to the visualization, then the story and dashboard, this is actually the ending part, we can say. Alright, so this is the Tableau, and in this way you can add the more sheet. And if you want to delete the sheet, you just right click and you can duplicate the sheet. Yeah, you can just here rename the sheet, hide the sheet. Or if you want to, for example, if you want to delete the sheet, you can just delete the sheet, rename the sheet. Okay, by right clicking. So this is just a introduction. Just first of all, if you know nothing, just what you will do, just take any dimension and keep into the rows. This is the first step. Okay, when you will connect your Tableau with the database, first step you will do, just drag and drop any one dimension into the rows and any one measure into the mark shelf, and just click here and take it as text. I am explaining again what I am saying. I am saying go to the dimension section, pick up any one dimension and drag and drop into the row shelf. This is your first task. Okay, then drag and drop the cells or any kind of measures into the mark shelf. This is the mark shelf. Drag and drop here and click here and take it as the text. This is your first task. Okay, here you have created the first table in Tableau. If you want to create a kind of chart, just drag and drop the cells into the columns and see the result. You have the output, like you have the chart, bar chart. You can swap it. See this one, just click here and you can do the swapping. Okay, you are doing the swapping. This is we are getting the product ID here and sales here, and if I will swap it, then it will replace the position. See, the product ID is now in columns and rows is in now in the the sales is in the rows and product ID is in the columns. If I will swap it again, okay, click here and we will get sales in the columns and product ID in the rows. So hope you have get the understanding how we can create the first table or first bar chart, and how this is just like a demo. Okay, this is just like a demo. In upcoming session I have explained everything step by step, so you don't need to worry. See you in the next session. Thank you so much.